Hello guys, welcome back. We are doing something different, but also not anything like new. We're doing a tier list. I haven't actually done one of these yet myself. I do watch them, at least a bit from time to time, with people's opinions on, killers, add-ons, etc. But this tier list is going to be based on just the movies of the game. I've went out my way quickly just to find all the killers in this tier list here, including legendary skins. It was the only one I could find, but it does have every single killer with every legendary skin which has a movie attached to it. So I believe the legendary skins, there's only 3 of them anyway, so it's not that much different from just looking at the killer catalog anyway. But let's just get straight into it, because I'm gonna try not to drag this on too long, but it depends how opinion based I get in. Depends on the killers, because I will try not to be too biased, but some biasness may come through at the end of the day. Right, starting off with Chopper though, and by the way, we are just going to go in order of from top left to bottom right, basically, with the exception of if they have a legendary skin, that will come after their default skin. To me, that was just the best way to group it up, and with capturing the footage and that. But anyway, let's go straight into it. We're going to start with Chopper. Now, I do not want to be mean straight off the bat, or just in general, and put anyone's killer main in D tier. But the first 3 default killers, I think, definitely have the weakest mori. Would I say they're bad though? Yes, I will actually say yes, that some of them are bad in my opinion. Chopper, it definitely just goes in D. Again, there's just not much to it. It was the first movie, I guess. What do you expect? But in a way, Chopper main shouldn't feel that bad in my opinion, just because you'd rather not your best skin anyway. Yes, not everyone may actually want to use it. Some people probably like playing as the actual character, but hey, at least you have a second movie you can go to. There's not really much else I can say on it. It's just very generic, simple. Maybe you like that, but to me, it is D tier. I do apologize to come off as negative. Next though, Naughty Bear, easily at the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Chopper D tier, Naughty Bear probably could be A tier. I think it is definitely one of the most creative movies. If it's the character, I like the voiceover they get with it, and not to mention, it's probably one of our closest movies to DBD Mobile. So definitely at least B, but honestly, I am already swinging towards A for this one. It is a bit iconic to me as well, though, and nostalgic, the skin, because I did used to play the games. So maybe that's shown slightly. I did buy this on day 1 because it was just such a good skin in my eyes. But it's worth it. Plus, you can get it with iridescent shards. So if you ever just have some lying around at some point, I'd recommend getting it, because it's one of definitely the best movies, one of just the best skins. Just they did a great job with this. Right, next is Wraith. I think Wraith easily just goes next to Chopper and D tier. Very similar again. Just a bit of a they're on the floor, smack, smack, smack. Nothing new. Don't get me wrong. Wraith and all these killers, to be fair, are fine to play, but their movies are just lacking, and I really do want them one day to go back to at least Wraith, Chopper, and Hellbilly, and just rework their movies. Give them a bit more spice. Maybe even just some different camera angles. Would be cool, but alas, here we are, however many years into the game, and their movies are still the same. Which, don't get me wrong, they do have way more important shit to be doing, like game balance and that, I understand, but it's just it would be nice for, again, definitely compared to some of the other killers. But yeah, Wraith goes in D tier next to Chopper. You could swap these around either way. I just think they're perfectly even, perfectly tied, Right, next is Hellbilly. Hellbilly, again, I won't lie, is going to D tier, but he's going in top of D tier. Only because I just think it's the best one out of them 3, if I really had to say. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because you're using the chainsaw, and it's not just the smacking the survivor with some generic weapon. It adds a slight bit more flair. Obviously, it doesn't compare to someone like Bubba's later on, because these are very similar killers. But yeah, again, just top of D tier. Just a slight bit more because of the kit. Uses the power. And yeah, that's just going to be it for that one. But next would be Nurse. Now, here's the thing. Yes, Nurse is in that same group in a way of like they came out you know, earlier on in the game, one of the like 4 original killers, but you cross Huntress, some people say one of the 5 original them. But I think Nemesis and beta, I just kind of, I like it, and I like that there's the different angles as well on Survivor and Killer. Like all of them, I believe all of them have that at least, but I don't know, Nemesis is just a bit more, I don't know, character to it almost. It is simple, but I do like it. It reminds me a lot of Doctors, if I had to compare it to another movie, just with like a simple but just effective. It's like eerily in a way, I'd almost say, you know, because he does have like squeals, almost I want to call them. I could be wrong. I know some people like to just say it's asthma or something, but unless I'm getting side of the point, I'd say it's beta. It's like not like amazing that it goes in AOS, but to me it's not bad. I like it. It's just a simple but effective. But I rarely see goddamn Nemesis mori, so Nemesis means out there like mori people more instead of just sucking us all and, you know, poking us. This is a silly form of Survivor main, but thank you. Right, next is Huntress. Huntress is I'm honestly gonna say C tier. Only reason I say C tier is because I don't know. I do like Huntress a lot. It might just be because of that. She is, you know, again, another one of the 3 killers, simple, fun to play, but that's not what we're here to innovate about. But she does do what the details do, where it's just like, ooh, smack, smack with the weapon. Now, yes, this does also kind of come into the group of, if this is bad, she does have a legendary skin, which is a cool mori, but again, we're here to rank them separately. I don't know, I just feel like it is C tier, not D tier. Maybe that's just the character in that, but I don't know, I just can't get myself to put D tier. This is probably just pure biasness showing, I won't lie, but I definitely won't pull it any higher, and if any of these others go in C tier, Huntress would probably be at the bottom of C tier, I would say. Right, next is Werewolf. I'm pretty sure this one's called Werewolf, yeah. This is cool, but also I don't know if I want to put it in A tier. Part of me wants to put it in bottom A tier, or it would go high B tier. Just because it's cool, don't get me wrong, is some of the shots, you know, you get with it, like the Survivor face close up, how they throw them on, you know, the antlers and that, like, it's all cool. But I also don't know if it's A tier. It's interesting, it's interesting. For now, I'm gonna say high B tier, because it is cool. I think it does definitely deserve to be, you know, a mori and a legendary skin and that. But compared to some of the licensed colours we're getting, you know, later on, I just, in general, some of the killer moris later on, I'm going to say here for now. It might change, you know, we might have a relook at all this later on, but for now, high beta, I'd say. Right, now for Michael, or the Shape, whatever you want to call him, or just Halloween Man. He does have a simple mori, yes, he just picks you up and stabs you, but I don't know, I think it's pretty just effective for, you know, it's Michael Myers. That is just something he would do, you know, just straight out of a film. There's probably not much else they could have done with him anyway, but I don't know, maybe it's also just nostalgia for me. I remember this chapter, you know, back in the day. Would I want to put it though B tier or A tier? Which I know some people are probably going to argue this isn't A tier, but maybe B tier. Honestly, I think I'm going to put it there. I think I'm fine with that going there for now, just because definitely these skins, Naughty Bear and Werewolf, they do more. But again, I just think that the simple approach is really effective for Michael's mori, just it works for him. Yes, as well, you know, it's just like Tombstone and that, so maybe it takes away from the mori a bit, but again, I think it works. He's just a very powerful guy with a knife who's just really evil. It's like, what else could you have done, really? But again, guys, by the way, if you do, like, you know, disagree with any of these or just have different opinions for you to place, like, you know, your main or something, Comment down below, and then also while you're down there, if you want to like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. You don't have to, but we'll be, here on the channel, we'll discuss always just more stuff DBD, and as well as do like, DBD gameplay stuff. So, if you want to see that, then just consider it down below. That's all. You don't have to. Right, next is Hag, and as much as I do not like Hag, I rarely see her mori, because I rarely see them, to be honest, and I don't play her. But her mori, I think, is kind of cool. I know her whole thing is like, she was kidnapped by cannibals, I believe, and then she became one. But her mori, how she just, like, sticks her hand in the stomach and just rips the guts out and eat them, is like, it's so just effective for her character. It's also one of the quicker moris, if you care about that stuff. I don't think you do. If you're committed to a mori, you like the spectacle. But I think I'm going to put it here. I think it's cool, and it's very unique and different. Part of me just kind of likes Nemesis more, but I think it definitely deserves being in the beta spot. And every time you do see it, it's just a quick, like, it's almost like disturbing in a way, but it's, like, very cool as well. If that makes any sense. Maybe I shouldn't call any of these cool, because that probably gives the wrong impression, but from, like, a design, like, flavor point of view perspective. But yeah, I think beta, very simple, but definitely one of the honestly most unique movies in a way, because I don't think there's really any other killers which do stuff like that. Right, next is Doctor. Now, we did talk about Doctors a little bit earlier, but we was talking about Nurse, so I think it definitely is going to go. It's a weird one, because it technically does more than Nurses, but also it does do very little, again, like Nurses, because it's just, he shocks them. You get that cool face close up there, which I think's, really cool. Lets me, admire the survivors and their cosmetics and that, even if they do look, scared as all hell. I'm gonna put it here, just because, again, right, so similar to Nurses, with, like, them being on the ground, you, like, doing stuff, like, around their head, but he uses power and all that, which, again, I guess Nurse does as well, but Doctors you can visually see more, Nurses just teleport him. And again, I really shouldn't be comparing these one to another, but I also feel like that's what you should do in a tier list. So, I would say, yeah, beta, because I like it's literally full-on shock therapy. It's just like his power, and it's like his character as a whole, so I think it just fits, perfectly. And I feel like in the future, Doctor might get a legendary skin. I just have that feeling, but who do you think should actually get the next legendary skin, guys? You let me know down below. Next is Bubba. My most infamous killer I hate. Again, still don't own him to this day, but his mori is just better Billy, of course. I believe Billy was based off him in the past. There's two guys with a chainsaw. I will put I'm gonna put this there. Because it did go wrong. It works again for Bubba, or Leatherface if you want to call him, and that. And it's just they chainsaw person. They probably could have done more if he came out later on. I think some more technical, like they actually fall in half or something like that. But obviously, none of that happens, and maybe that's me being a bit too picky, especially with some of the kills to come. How they also didn't solve that issue where they actually do what they try to do. Like, for example, demos later on, how it looks like they're going to tear the head off, but, they don't. Stuff like that. But that's probably just me being a bit too picky. But although C-tier, high C-tier for now, I don't know, maybe it's just because I don't like him as well, and that's kind of showing, but it's cool, and it works. Don't get me wrong, I think I like all the moris. I like being moried in the game, but yeah, just part of me just can't justify putting it beta. I feel like this entire video is just going to end up into my opinions of just which killers I like and don't like, but we will try to generally keep avoiding that. I have no idea, by the way, which of these will actually be S tier. I think as we get later on, though, more and more S tiers might show up. Right, Freddy, yes, that could be one of the worst ones as well. I kind of want to put him D tier. I'm going to put him D tier. Honestly, I'm going to put him below goddamn Billy. All he does is just appear behind you, stab you. Yes, it's like has that dreamy effect. Like, oh, he's not there, and he just appears. Like, I think it's a movie reference actually from one of the first films. But that's it, he just does that, and then, you know, the typical laugh. So yeah, just details, like, nothing to say about this one. It's just like, oh, okay then. Right, next is Pig. Right, again, Pig, you join Freddy. Heck, you can go there, because you're slightly more. Or she could go here. Because I guess she does a bib or some no. And again, Huntress does a very simple... I'm going to put her there, actually. Because it does more than just one, you know, one stab, like Freddy. But her... Again, I don't really know what they could have done, because her power is already well done, you know, with the license of Saw. But all she does is stab you and slit your throat. And that's it. Now, I know some people would be like, well, it's the quickest movie in the game, and that's great, which... Cool, if you like that, you know, sure. But it doesn't really do anything else. Like, there's no, like, oh, I've caught the final survivor, and you do, like, a cool movie and all that. It's just stab, slash, okay, bye. Like, there's just not much to it. But it's not as, you know, bad as these, I guess. I don't know, it's close. You could honestly argue either two, and we're going to leave them there. Next is Clown. Honestly, I didn't saw this a while till, like, the other day when I was playing Clown. I think, honestly, there. And the only reason, as bad as this might sound in a way, is I like that there's some uniqueness depending on which gender you marry. Only because it makes it a little bit more unique. Like, nothing, you know, like, oh, one of them's better than the others. No, I just like that there's just some difference. Like, not every killer movie, you know, gets that. Which is, you know, it's cool. Aside from that, though, it is also a bit grotesque with the whole him, like, eating and collecting the fingers and that, but it works, though. It works. Yeah, I'm trying not to be thrown off by that in a way, but yeah, I think Beta fits that nicely. Right, next is Spirit. Spirit, in a way, is kind of... She was obviously one of the earlier ones. It's kind of a bit like putting one of the details killers together with Freddy in a way and getting like just a cooler thing, because she like has the phasing teleporting around, and it shows the character of like, you know, she's angry in that because she didn't want to like be like this, but she has the like, I want to say it's almost the curse of her like family and like being, you know, angry and not having the ability to control that rage. I would put Spirit in... Oh boy. I'm gonna put Spirit there. This beat is gonna get so filled up soon enough. But yeah, I'll put it there. I just like Michael's more than these ones are just objectively better. But then here's like just opinion based, and then, you know, these down are like worse. That's how I see that. But Spirit's cool. One of my probably favourite designed characters wise. Used to play back in the day, don't play much now, but yeah. But Legion. Legion. I like in a way that the survivor is trying to escape with this one. It is a cool little twist of just it was different for it, but at the same time, God, how to like put this? It is just at the end of the day an average guy or you know, girl with a knife, just really trying to, you know, just unalive somebody. So I don't know, like, it is cool, it's different-ish, but I don't know if it wants to join these. And here's the thing, I do like Legion as well. Like, I know that's a hot take, like, I like playing as them, but I think I pull it here. Does a bit more than these, but also these are then just more unique. Yeah, I think High C tier works for him. Right, next is Plague. I know a lot of people might not like Plagues if they just don't like the whole sick concept. I know that is a thing in the community. I like that her movie actually changes depending on if you have red puke or green puke. That's just a nice little touch. And it does like just use her power well in a way. So I would put Plague. I think Beta is gonna work. I think, honestly, I'm gonna put her there. I think that, yeah. Uses power is a bit grotesque and all that, but, you know, very unique to her. So I'm just like, hey, using our weapon, and that's it. So, yeah, I say beta. Right, now Ghostface. Ghostface. You could... honestly, just, again, I'm happy he's in the game. It's cool. He could arguably be S tier, but I feel like S tier does have to be like the cream of the crop in a way. Like I don't know. Like he could be S tier, but for now I'm gonna put him A tier, just because he. Don't get me wrong, it does have his character and all that, and his movie is great, especially like firebombing and that. But for now, I think just he's the benchmark, the goal of like high A tier. Maybe he might go into S later on, we'll see. But I've got to really figure out who even like deserves S tier here. Right, next demo. We did touch on demo earlier slightly on like his movie and how it could have like more to it in a way. I would put him. I might say beta, honestly. But where in beta? I'm gonna say there. That's just a gut feeling placement, really. It's cool. It works. He's noisy with it, but that's just demo in a nutshell. I don't remember if it does this or not. I won't lie, because I don't see demo very often. Does it like muffle the survivor screams when he like wraps his like face around their head? Because if it does, that's also a really cool element or detail. But I think middle beta. Yeah, that's just where I'd pull it. Oni's is cool. I won't lie. Simple. I like that he rips the tongue out. That's cool. But I swear you wouldn't be able to scream if that was the case. I could be wrong. Again, I'm not like a doctor or anything. Please don't someone try fact check me on that. I'm just guessing. Where would I put Oni? He does use his club on that as well, so that's cool. But he also doesn't do much apart from basically just smack you. Part of me honestly kind of wants to put it high C tier, but I think B tier as well could be cool, because these just do get cooler the more they go on. I would put him... honestly, no. There, I think. Similar to Spirit in a Way, of course, but I think he just does kind of a little bit more. There's a little bit more to it. So yeah, I'd say B tier. Slinger, right, here's the thing. Slinger honestly is kind of fun to go against. I don't play him much. I do really like his mori though. His mori is pretty cool. That I'm gonna slap it in A tier. I just the shot when he stabs you with the weapon, but then he shoots and it goes through and it comes out of the mouth. I just think it's really well shot, and the sound of the gun in that as well is just really well done. Not much else to say about it. I like it. It's cool. Pyramid Head, he does have two. Really, maybe I kind of should have covered both of them, but I also think he's honestly going to be A tier. Like, it's simple, but I just think it's very cool. It's just obviously very Silent Hill like, and I haven't played Silent Hill, so I can't really show any bias on that. But I just think it's cool. Maybe I might put high B instead. Because he does just, I guess, capture you and stab you, and that's it. But I just think it's really cool. Not to mention, I guess, you throw in his mini mori as well. That is just a more like the CD tier. So it's just like, oh, they're on the ground, smack them. Honestly, maybe fight me for this. I'm gonna pull it there. I just think it's just more cooler. And that is completely 100% just my opinion. Okay, it's a preference thing. So many of these, especially higher up, could be preference. Like Ghostface could be S, for example. Stuff like that. Right, now we have Blight. Blight. I will say... there. Now, don't get me wrong, the first half, I think, is awesome. The whole him stabbing you with his Blight Serum. and you know, getting all like pulsated from that. That's really cool. But then he just smacks you on the ground, so that like takes away from it in a way. But like, they could have maybe done something slightly different way, just to conjecture with it, and maybe you just see what's happened. Like, I don't know, you could explode or something for like, no. Like, that could have been cool, but I think middle beta, yeah, fits nicely. But it's cool, again, not much else to say on that one. Now, here's the thing with twins. Twins, I did not know, have different moris depending on if you are Victor or not. I never knew that. I have not saw a twins mori in ages, though. Because you, like, rarely see them. Like, yes, there is the new finisher mori now, but you just rarely see twins. So, they do have 2 moris, though, which is cool. Do I... Like, on the... Okay, actually, twins, you kind of call mori. You'll go beta. But where in beta would you go? Put you there, and actually, I'm going to swap them 2 as well. Twins, yeah. I think definitely that's because the Victor mori, though, that pushes it up there. If it was just Charlotte's mori, that's kind of just, you know, normal smack. But I think with Victor, he, like, you know, he, like, asks for permission, and he, like, you know, goes down there and starts, like, smacking at you. I think it's cool. You know, again, they're 2 moris, though. That's really cool and different, you know, design-wise. Right, Trickster, I know Survivor Maintenance lots of you do not like going against this guy, but I think he has a pretty cool mori. I do like seeing it every time. That, I won't lie, I'm going to put a mate here. I might get some backlash for that one. I do think these are better, but I guess like Trickster, and there's like the colorfulness. Again, his knives are so cool. I love the photo card element at the end as well with it. It fits his character so well. Like, he's so like, oh, have this because you're a fan, but also like he's so like full of himself, and it works so well for his character. So yeah, he's definitely A tier, I'd say, for me. Right, Nemi. Right, don't get me wrong, I love Resident Evil. I love that Nemi's in the game. His mori, though, is kind of lacking. Like, it's cool, and also with the stars element, if you like mori one of the stars members, that's cool, but I think he's going to be beta. But I would put him there. Yeah, I feel like that fits. Like, yeah, he uses the power and like throws you around, that is cool, but also he just stomps on you then. Which is okay. It works, don't get me wrong, he's just like a powerful tyrant, that's the word I'm looking for, but yeah, could have done more maybe. So yeah. Right, now we have Pinhead. Right, Pinhead. I won't lie, actually, a part of me wants to put Pinhead in S, just because I think all the chains pulling apart and that is kind of cool. But at the same time, I'm gonna put in A. The only reason I'm gonna put it in A, like here, is because they could have done it one slight other touch to put it in S, and that could have been like, oh, he has like the box or something, and it's like the trailer shot. That would have been even more cool, like even more showcase of power and that. Because with like Ghostface, it's like ooh, he's like kind of just snuck up on you, and it's just stab, but he does like the selfie in that, which fits his character a lot. And don't get me wrong, like, I get they shouldn't have to just rip out from the trailer for like Pinhead, but I don't know, part of me wants to put an S, part of me also can't justify it, so I'm going to put in A again. Right, now we have Artist. Artist is also another really cool one, actually. This is actually what Blight should have been. Like, she jumps on you, she puts her ink inside you, and then, you know, she just like sees, and all like the birds come out, and it's all like squawk, squawk. It's actually really cool. Not to mention all the birds on the corpse like pecking at you. I'm gonna put this in S. Thinking about it more, I just think it's definitely one of the cooler ones, and the fact that the birds, you know, they look all inky and that as well, like her power. It's just awesome. I think this is again just really well done character on that. So I'd put that in S. Now, Sadako. even though it doesn't do that much, and she does have her like mini movie as well, or condemned kill, whatever you want to call it, I do kind of like Sadako's. I like that, you know, the sound effects with it, the bone crunching, I can see the bones in that. I think she's the only killer which actually does something like that. So I'll put in an A. Where in A would I want to put it though? I'm going to put it there. I'm honestly going to put it there, because I think like with Slinger has really good sound effects. Like the sound team did a great job on that. And it kind of just like, she like injures the victim on that, but at the same time leaves them because they're like, they're gonna like die anyway. Like it's cool. I remember back when Sadako came out, and God, the first time we saw this movie, it was just survivors being friendly with me just because we had all waited that long in the PTB. Like that was fun. Yeah, I put her there. I don't play her much nowadays. She gets reworked so often I can't keep up with it. But yeah, a cool A to the movie. Right, now Dredge. Dredge, I think they've done awesome just in design, in sound. The power is, you know, maybe depends on the person, what you think of it and that. But I would put, honestly, Dredge in S tier as well. Only because I like how just grotesque and so much there is to it with his movie. Like, he just like, you know, he like, you know, grabs the victim, then he's just pulling out all various different things that he's got from probably other victims, and then that shot at the end where he just like absorbs you away and you just see the survivor just like helps to go. It's like, it's just cool. It is just cool, in my opinion. Right, now Wesker. Now, here's the thing. Wesker is either going to be A or S. I would say this now, just because I love Wesker so much. Even though some people find it corny, because I've saw people's opinions on this, I like that the survivor fights back. It's just very funny. And then, you know, he grabs you get the close-up of his face, he's talking. The only part at the end with just how the actual kill happens is a bit at times, but my biasness is really wanting me to just slap him in S, so I will slap him in low S. That's just my opinion. I just really like Wesker as a whole. He's one of my favourites. Like, lots of people know this. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. You may find it corny, yes, but then, you know, he's my corny man at that point. Right, next is Night. Oh, actually, Night is also one of my favourite movies ever. We're getting into the S tiers now. Night definitely goes here. Yes, I do not like going against Knight that much, and also playing Knight can also be a bit, but his movie is so cool. The fact that he summons the guards in, all the guards do their own thing, there's all the different shots of them doing that, and then he coming in to actually finish you off at the end. It's just so well done. It's so cool. Knight's aesthetic, again, and his actual character, I love what they've done with that. It's a shame I do not like playing him, though. But yeah, he's definitely one of the S tiers. Skull Merchant, I feel like if I don't put this in D tier, people will come from my head. It does have a bit more than the D tiers, though. I'm gonna put it there. God, I remember Skull Merchant, her movie has been tweaked slightly and slightly again every now and then. And yes, it does just do like a normal, like, you know, attack with weapon. But there's a lot of elements of like the drone scan, I guess, and that as well, and just the shots it gives you throughout the movie. So it's gonna go C tier. I don't really have anything else good to say about it. It is Skull Merchant. Maybe she'll get a new movie whenever it comes, but I doubt it. Yeah, I understand though. You want to put a D tier just because you hate the character, right? Singularity. I think his movie's again very cool. This is going into now the technicality of like where they actually interact more with the survivor in a way, like where before with demos it doesn't do like, you know, the head rip off. Singu does the whole thing with the face. I think that's really cool. I think this again probably goes S tier. I'd honestly put it there. Singu is fun to play as well. He's complex, but yeah, fun to play. And the movie though, and also with the talking and him being like an AI, thinking he's just helping, but he's not. It is, yeah, pretty well done. And at the end, when they do the close up with the face and what he's actually done, is just amazing. Like cherry on top. That is. Right, next is this has to go A tier at least. This fits so well, the shots, and just the fact that this IP is even in the game is just, amazing. I'm gonna put that there. The start is a little slow, but then you get that iconic shot of just like the survivor facing the Xeno. I don't remember what movie it's from, but I know it's an iconic shot there. And at the end, even though you won't see it in the footage here, where he does the little head bite and there's the hole in the head. I just, again, really good, attention to detail and just overall design. I do like it a lot. Right, Chucky, I goddamn hate this little shit. I will not lie. But his mori is pretty well done. Am I gonna be biased though and only give it something like a B? Yes. Where in B though would it go? Because it does have a bit to it. Honestly, I'm gonna put there. Just him using all the lot of different stuff with his talking and that, it does work really well. I'm not gonna say anything else good about it. I don't like Chucky. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Right, Unknown, I think fits into like where Singer is in that. And Dredge especially. I'm going to pull it in. Now, it is a little bit, slow at the middle point, but the beginning with the shots and the survivor, being panicked on the floor, then him, crawling over like he does. Oh, it's so cool. And, yes, there is the little, I guess, the weird interlude, we could say, in the middle part, where it's just they've just stabbed you with its, tendril things. But the fact that then it just sucks in the survivor away, like Dredge, and the only thing left there is their charms, I think that's really cool. Really cool, just, attention to detail in the trial and that. And the Unknown definitely is one of the best, designed killers we've, ever got. Is, yeah. Very cool, very cool. And again, we have another just straight up S tier. I can't lie. I would put this. I kind of want to put it on top of S. I won't lie. I think it's really cool. Yeah, I am. Now, the shots alone for one is really cool. You get the close up of Vecna's face. You have all the skeletons coming in, lifting up the survivor. And that already was oh, okay, a nice maybe high B. But then the fact that it rips all the skin off and it's just the skeleton, that took me by surprise so much the first time. That was so cool. That the fact that they even have movies which do that now, I think just shows a lot with the development over all these years. So again, I think that has to go S tier just because that. I know. Lastly, we have Dracula, the Dark Lord. We have both his normal and his true form. Right, I will not lie. I am going to put default Boyo in A. Yes, this is going to be some biasness, but I will put it here. But only because, don't get me wrong, there was the whole, I guess, argument before when he was coming out that people didn't like his movie that much. He just didn't fit that well because he's, a vampire. But also it does fit because, he's drinking blood, in my opinion. But more importantly, I think it does fit his character and just, what he is. He has that much of a distaste for humans that he, doesn't even want to, bother with the whole, I'm being, brutal and, training your blood that way. He's just, quick swipe. I'm too elegant and upper, class for you. I'll just, drink, blood with my wine glass. But I love the class so much. He's my main. And but then we have True Form. True Form, I think, easily is one of the best in the game. But I do think Vecna is better, just from what it actually does to the survivor. But I think all the shots on that of True Form, with the close-up of his skin, and them, them being in the air, them screaming, and then ripping the spine out, and that, all just, yeah, very cool. And again, I do think Vecna is better. And heck, you could swap a few of these around, Knight could be top as well here and that, but honestly, overall, looking at it, I'm pretty happy with this list already. Maybe if I had a good over 5-minute look at this, I would switch some here and there. But I'm just gonna leave this here. We can always just look at this in the future, talk about this. But this video is getting on to the 40-minute mark now, so I will though have left chapters throughout this if people do just want to skip to where I rank, their favorite killers and that. But That, guys, that would be it from me for this one today. If you did enjoy get to the end, I do appreciate and value you so much. Please, again, do comment what you think of just the overall results. Subscribe and like the video if you do feel like it deserves, but if not, I do appreciate you just watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. So take care.